And the federal government says it has lifted the restriction placed on Emirates Airlines after negotiations it has described as unconditional. The decision comes 10 months after the diplomatic discussions around COVID-19 travel requirements on Nigerian passengers. The Nigerian government had previously barred Emirates from flying into Nigeria over unjust policies on Nigerians as regards COVID-19 protocols by the UAE. Our correspondent Folashade Ogunride tells us more in this report.
From travel bans to hike in price of jet fuel, the aviation sector suffered severe economic losses, all thanks to the impacts of COVID-19. But the recent decision by the federal government to lift the ban is placed on Emirates Airline is a nod to the sector's gradual recovery. Speaking at a joint press briefing, the Minister of Aviation, Hadi Sirika, disclosed that the agreement between both countries came to be with no conditions.
Or the nature of the agreement and the lifting of the ban, its nature, I would say, is unconditional. All of those things that were put in place that made us to disagree have been removed, and therefore it is with no conditions. In fact, it made things better, which Dr. Mutal may expatiate.
While government says the earlier ban on Emirates Airline was implemented to protect Nigerians, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Geoffrey Oyema, said the federal government understands the move by other countries to protect her citizens from COVID-19 virus. He, however, re-emphasized the importance of creating a balance in bilateral relations.
The United Arab Emirates, also protecting its citizens, put in place certain protocols. And you will recall that we had also similar situations with other countries, in the past. So we had to negotiate through those, those protocols to get to a position that we felt we had a balance of interests. And we're really happy that we're now able to announce that the suspension on the Emirates Airline we're now able to lift that.
On his part, the National Incidents Manager of the Presidential Steering Committee on COVID-19, Mukhtar Mohammed, termed as appreciable the efforts by both parties to find a lasting solution to the disagreement.
I would like to thank the authorities of the UAE and the diplomatic channels that have been explored to make sure that we have reached this very amicable and very fruitful conclusion. In the end, I think all of us are winners.
The relief which follows the lifted ban on Emirates Airline might be short-lived. This comes as the World Health Organization recently announced a new and perhaps deadly COVID-19 strain, Omicron, which has triggered countries and airlines alike to close entry to foreigners. Folashade Ogunride, TV 360 News.